Hi, this is Brian, and this is,
Austin.
and we are with Pixel Palace Games, and we just thought that we would talk a little bit about the Nintendo Switch. We did the unboxing video about 8 months ago, and thought that we'd touch up a little bit on our experiences with it since we picked it up. And I'll go on ahead and let Austin start here a bit.
Well, I wanted to get mine day one, but I couldn't afford it just then, so I had to wait a little bit. I was one of those people who had fun trying to chase down the system, and I ended up having to do an online order in store, and I had to wait through a whole bunch of UPS shipping mess ups in order to get one of these. So that was a lot of fun. But once I did get it, I immediately fired up Breath of the Wild, and well, I spent like about a month on it, on and off, and beat it, and I absolutely loved the game. And then I had 1-2 Switch as well, which I'd played a little bit of that here with a couple of our other regulars. I'm a champion at the sword fighting game, somehow. That was pretty cool.
I haven't tried it myself. I had an opposite experience with Breath of the Wild. I wasn't a big fan of it. Just the open world, breaking weapons thing wasn't for me. Yeah, I've played more of the like tactical and role playing stuff for it. So recently, I was playing the Fire Emblem Warriors. Really fun. Runs very smooth on the system. And that's one of the things I'm most impressed with the system is that for how hard they push the graphics and for how much they stress graphical fidelity with it, there's very little slowdown. There's like I don't really notice any performance issues with it. It's a really great handheld experience for me. And I say handheld because before I picked it up, I thought that this thing was going to never leave my dock and always be hooked up to my TV. And I've only docked it twice. So, yeah, I've put probably hundreds of hours into it, and it's always been in hand playing. So, it surprised me with how easily it got into my handheld line.
I play a lot with handheld mode as well. That was the majority of how I played it when I first got the Switch. But I've been liking the docked mode a lot too. I don't know, it's just like taking the Joy-Cons off and just kind of like putting your hands down to the side, just kind of in whatever pose you want. You can still play the game because you can have one Joy-Con in each hand.
I can see that being
I
nice.
grew to really like that. I still play handheld mode pretty often, especially if I'm going down to visit friends on OSU campus. Sometimes I'll bring my dock with me just in case they're like, "Hey, put this on the TV."
Well, I can see dock mode being really good for multiplayer games.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty good for multiplayer. 1-2 Switch, it works fine either way though,
Okay, I can see that.
because you really don't need the screen for 1-2 Switch. They kind of emphasize like, "Hey, you should look your opponents in the eye and focus more on the interaction than the game itself." As far as what I've been playing a ton of, my bundle came with Breath of the Wild, it came with Shovel Knight and Snipper Clips. I've played Snipper Clips with my friends, and it's actually pretty fun. If it was physical, I'd probably buy it, which I know they're coming out with another Snipper Clips soon. I'm not sure if that's going to have a physical release or not.
I think so. I think it's getting a physical release. Yeah. Austin's not as big on it as I am, but like, I'm very much so. I have to get my game physical if I buy it. Just a weird thing. I don't like digital distribution. I feel like I'm not getting a thing if I download it digitally. But yeah, back to the Switch. Like as far as I know, the digital library's increased a lot, which for a lot of people that is a huge thing. I think we're still waiting on the virtual console to show up.
I think they have like a Mario Bros. Arcade Classic thing out right now. I'm not sure if that's actually Virtual Console, but actually no, wait, they've been talking about this. It's going to be part of their monthly online service, or not monthly, yearly, and they're going to like rotate games throughout that. I think similar to how PlayStation does.
Well,
Don't take my word on it, but that's what I've heard about. I think Nintendo's published an official thing. I just haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah, probably should have looked that up before we were talking about it. But
Oh,
we're
well.
talking about our experiences with the Switch, and this is just what we've seen, felt, and done with our Switches. So I've played mine predominantly, like 99%, in handheld mode, and have almost entirely ignored the fact that there's a dock for this thing. And you seem to be split pretty evenly on it.
Yeah, I don't really take my Switch with me very often when I go anywhere, but I'll still take it in handheld mode throughout my house or something if I'm like, I'm gonna go make food. but I don't want to leave my Fire Emblem Warriors on just sitting here, so I'll just like take it upstairs with me. Or maybe I'll bring it here for work, play some Zelda. That's what I did for at least 10 hours of my Breath of the Wild playthrough, was like just messing around here with it.
Nice.
And I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Warriors, and even though I haven't picked it up since, I put 10 hours into Mario Odyssey like the day I got it.
Nice.
I want to start playing it again, but I've been kind of busy. It's tons of fun though.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to some of the releases that are coming. And this is, one of the small complaints that I have about the console is that, for me, my personal tastes, there haven't been a lot of games that came out for me personally that I was super interested in. Mario Rabbids was great. Fire Emblem Warriors has been fantastic so far, but I'm a longtime Dynasty Warrior, Samurai Warrior fan. Tecmo Koei does a great job with that series, and I really like them. But like the main stuff that I'm waiting on, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, heck, the new Doom port that's coming to it, I'm super excited for. I find that I'm normally more excited for things that are coming out for the Switch than what I actually have for the Switch. Do you feel like that's true for you, or is that just a me thing?
Your tastes are a lot more refined than mine. You're more of the Japanese role-playing game kind of guy, and I play a lot of stuff. Like, I don't own a ton of Switch games right now, but come holiday season, I'm hoping to expand my library significantly. Like, I don't have Mario Kart, I don't have Rabbids. I want to get both of those games. I want to get the Doom port. I'm kind of wanting to get the Skyrim version. Just I've never played through Skyrim. I've messed around a little bit on the 360 with it because it was like $5 when I got it. Yeah, I feel like Skyrim's a game that I could play through on the Switch.
Skyrim on the go does seem like fun. I feel like I've already gotten my feel of it on other consoles, but for anybody who hasn't played a ton of it, or who wants to have that kind of experience on the go, or with the new motion controls that they're adding to it that actually look like they might not be bad, that could be really fun. It's one of those things where I'd kind of want to borrow a card off of somebody, test it out, and see if it's, makes that big of a difference for me to pick it up myself. So, but yeah, I mean, do you have anything else to add, or?
Sonic Forces today.
Oh.
I have a copy waiting for me at home.
For Switch?
Of course.
Oh, great.
Got the bonus edition, which comes with like a few character skins, including a Persona 5 skin that you can put on your original character.
Nice. You will have to bring that in and show me, because anything Persona I'm all about. But yeah, that was just kind of a quick little touch-up on our experiences with the Switch since our unboxing video. We've kind of sucked at updating this channel, and we're looking to fix that. So starting with this, which is just kind of a general, we're sitting down talking about the Switch a bit, and we want to continue this. Just different topics that interest us, which may interest you. Just sitting down and talking about it. So yeah, thank you for watching. This was Brian.
Austin.
And this was Pixel Palace Games. Thank you so much.
See ya.